That was amazing, and this is too.
From the moment of birth up until we're full-grown adults, we never stop experiencing life in new ways. However, sometimes we can lose sight of what lasting marks new experiences, especially negative ones, are truly leaving behind.
I began to have neck pain. I couldn't identify what was causing it. Went to the doctor, didn't work. Acupuncture, chiropractic, all gave very temporary relief. Finally, they recommended I have surgery. There was no way I wanted to have surgery on my neck. So I thought there's got to be something out there. And that's when a friend came along and recommended I reach out to Patti.
Patti Conklin has spent decades studying and mastering techniques for manipulating, controlling, and melting away deep-seated issues that manifest within the human body.
With every single human being, the first time you would experience an emotion, let's say you have a temper tantrum at the age of 2. The temper tantrum's gonna go into the weakest part of your body. So every time you get angry or frustrated, as an adult, you're going to continue to store in the same place. But you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have the straw that broke the camel's back. And all of a sudden, the density is so thick in your body of those emotions that disease has begun. And so then doctors can go in and look at the cells and take your blood tests and so on and say, oh, well, you have a disease.
In the allopathic model, we just treat the symptom. I call it whack-a-mole medicine. The symptom pops up and you whack it with a drug or surgery. But we don't address the underlying emotions that are feeding the problem. With Patti, she's able to identify the emotion where it's trapped and help people release it, which then allows them to really heal and recover.
The challenge with psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and so forth, modalities to help you understand your behavior, is every time you talk about your trauma from your past, you're restoring it into your body. My process is I don't want you to think of anything. I want you to lay there and have an awesome experience. And the more you can do that, the more that the disease is going to leave your body.
For instance, a client of mine had a history of sexual assault that was never dealt with. And she had no intention of doing any kind of talk therapy to address it because she didn't want to relive it. I referred her to Patti, and she was able to work through it and release it, and lost 30 pounds, started a new career. She was able to get unstuck.
There's 2 major forms of frequency in the world, and that's sound and color. And there's very few people that have the ability to go ahead and pull that out of the body. And fortunately, through all these years of work, I'm one of those people. You know, we think we're solid, we're not. We're a density of particles. And so in order to remove an emotion from the body, then you manipulate the particles so that they move around to release the emotion. Through time, I've learned how to keep a low frequency and how to raise my frequency up, depending on who I'm working with. And so you want to tap into their frequency and the frequency of the disease that's in their body. Manipulate my frequency to their frequency and amp it up. Just pop it up a little bit. And typically the disease will start shaking and break loose and be able to come out of the body.
Despite Patti's exhaustive experience and amazing gift for connection, she's often confronted with a fair bit of skepticism.
Well, I was skeptical, but I had a personal experience with Patti, and she didn't know me from Adam's house cat. She was able to identify trapped emotions of resentment and anger, and she pointed right here. This was a place where I'd had 2 lumpectomies, and she couldn't possibly have known. And it gives me chills even to this day.
Well, one of the things that surprised me when working with Patti was that I began to learn to be more authentic. Then the stress just went away, and the neck pain largely went away. So I'm very thankful for the work she did and the way she did it.
We have phenomenal Western technology. And doctors have finally begun to realize that there's a piece missing. And the piece missing is that energetic piece that's stuck within the cells.
To learn more about what cellular cleansing is, what it can do for you, visit patticonklin.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
This type of work is awesome to do by, in person or Zoom or Skype, but it can be done phone, video, or in person.